In the heart of a small, remote village in India, nestled deep within a dense forest, stood the ominous Bhanu Mansion. Its looming structure, with its dilapidated walls and broken windows, cast a dark shadow over the village. The locals whispered tales of horror, insisting that the mansion was cursed. But Bhanu Mansion held a deeper secret that had been buried for centuries. Rohit, a young and adventurous journalist, arrived in the village one gloomy evening. He had heard the stories of Bhanu Mansion and decided to investigate. Armed with a camera, notebook, and a heart full of curiosity, he ventured into the heart of the forest. The forest was dense, and a heavy mist hung in the air, making it difficult for Rohit to see more than a few feet ahead. His footsteps were muffled by the thick layer of fallen leaves as he made his way toward the mansion. As he approached the decaying structure, he felt an eerie chill run down his spine, but he pressed on. Inside the mansion, the air was heavy with the scent of dampness and decay. Cobwebs hung in every corner, and the floorboards creaked beneath Rohit's feet. He cautiously explored room after room, snapping pictures and making notes of the mansion's deteriorating state. It wasn't until he entered what seemed to be the grand hall that things took a sinister turn. As he raised his camera to capture the room's eerie beauty, he noticed a faint, ethereal figure in the frame. Shocked, he lowered the camera, but the figure was gone. Shivers ran down Rohit's spine, and he felt a presence in the room with him. Whispers echoed through the hall, unintelligible and haunting. Despite the growing unease, he pressed forward, determined to uncover the mansion's secrets. In one room, he discovered a stack of old diaries. They belonged to a man named Arjun Bhanu, the original owner of the mansion, dating back to the 18th century. Rohit began to read, and the diary revealed a chilling tale of black magic and revenge. Arjun Bhanu had been a powerful sorcerer known for his mastery of the dark arts. He sought to use his abilities for good, but greed and anger consumed him. He cast a forbidden spell to gain immortality, but in doing so, he unleashed a malevolent force that plagued his family for generations. The curse brought suffering and death to the Bhanu family. Arjun's descendants, unable to escape the curse, had perished one by one, leaving the mansion abandoned and cursed. The last entry in the diary begged for forgiveness and revealed that the curse could only be broken if someone pure of heart entered the mansion and faced the evil within. Rohit's heart raced as he realized the gravity of the situation. He had unwittingly become a part of a cursed legacy. The whispers grew louder, and he felt an unseen force trying to push him away. But he was determined to break the curse and end the suffering that had plagued the Bhanu family for centuries. Armed with newfound knowledge, Rohit ventured deeper into the mansion. As he reached the heart of the building, he found a hidden chamber. Inside, a sinister altar stood, covered in dried blood and adorned with ancient symbols. The malevolent force in the room was palpable, and Rohit knew that this was the epicenter of the curse. With trembling hands, he recited a prayer for protection and began to dismantle the altar. As he did, the room filled with an otherworldly shriek, and the walls seemed to close in on him. Shadows danced around the chamber, and the whispers turned into desperate cries. But Rohit persisted, and with each piece of the altar he removed, the curse weakened. At last, as he cast the final piece aside, a blinding light enveloped the room, banishing the malevolent force. The mansion, once a place of dread, was transformed. The air felt lighter, and the once decrepit walls began to repair themselves. The curse that had plagued the Bhanu family for generations was finally broken. Word of Rohit's bravery and the mansion's transformation spread through the village. The locals, who had lived in fear of the cursed mansion for so long, were filled with gratitude. Bhanu Mansion was no longer a place of dread, but a symbol of hope and redemption. As Rohit left the village, he couldn't help but reflect on the power of forgiveness and the strength of the human spirit. He had faced unimaginable horrors, but in doing so, he had not only saved himself, but had also brought peace to a tormented family and their ancestral home.